my friends, I was doing my homily this week, and I try to get a message, and then I look for stories and things like that, And I pretty much had all the three. And usually I try to go with 3 stories or illustrations. And I thought, you know what? I think I only need 2 this week. So instead of the normal 3, my friends, you'll get the 2. One of the articles was about a futurist, Daniel Burrus. I don't know what a futurist does, my friends. I looked it up, but I still don't understand how you can make a living being a futurist. But he wrote an interesting article. He was talking about one of his good friends gets 6 weeks vacation. And he took a month of that for his 3 children. One's a senior in high school, and I think another one's in high school, and one's in like 8th grade or something. So there are 3. And he thought, they need a family vacation. They can spend time together. And so they drove across country in that course of the month. And when they returned, and this is why I was interested in the article, Burrus asked him how the trip went, and he said it was good. He said, we didn't talk much, though. And he thought, he said to him, you were in the car for a month, and you were together for a month. How was that possible? And he said, we all had our various music devices with us, and we were all listening to our own personalized music list the whole time. And he said, it's almost like they took separate vacations. They just happened to do it together. As good as technology is, my friends, I think we need to be ever so careful, don't we? Especially in family life and in family time. Technology is weaving its way in there and separating us. And that's not good. There's a familiar term called a Wimbledon effect. Wimbledon effect. And Wimbledon, of course, is that famous Wimbledon tennis tournament in England. And it's of all the tennis matches, that's probably the most popular and the most famous. And they said every time the Wimbledon is on, that tournament, and it takes a couple weeks, there's a marked improvement in all the tennis players throughout the world. They're inspired and modeled after these Wimbledon effect. And one of these articles that I was reading was that parents need to be the Wimbledon effect. Parents, whether you realize it or not, and probably most of you don't, you are an inspiration to your children. You are their hero. And you need to realize that. You can and should inspire them, my friends, in what you say, what you do, and particularly in what you think, because they will model after you, for the most part. For the most part. What's important to you will be important to them. What you like, they generally like. It's the Wimbledon effect, my friends. It doesn't happen 100% all the time, but for the most part. For the most part. So parents, be the hero that your children think you are in what you think, in what you say, and what you do. I ran across a cartoon, and it showed 2 boys walking home from school. And the one boy says to each other, I figured out a system for getting along with Mom. Yeah, then there's 3 little dots. She tells me what to do, and I do it. It's very simple, boys and girls. It's very simple. Your mom tells you what to do, and if you do it, there'll be peace in your house. And I assure you, your parents will never, ever, ever, do I need to say it again, ever tell you something to do that's not for your own benefit. Never. And sometimes we don't realize that. I figured out a system for getting along with Mom. She tells me what to do, and I do it. Today's the Feast of the Holy Family, my friends. Parents, may you be the hero that your children are. And may children, you listen to your mom and dad. God bless you.